Hey guys, today I am making some Valentine's Day candy cups because I intend to sell Valentine's Day candy cups this year. And so I need some new pictures for my website because I do not want to be taking all kinds of crazy custom orders. I want people to go to a website, see the candy cups they want, and order it. And to do that, you need photos of your candy cups so they know what they want to pick, right? By the way, Twisterhood members, you can get all the photos that I take for stuff like that and use it for your own website so you don't have to make everything and set up a photo shoot for yourselves. Isn't that handy? So, if you've never worked with candy cups, and I don't think I've made any candy cup videos before, you need a cup filled with stuff. For Valentine's Day this year, I found a whole bunch of really cute little Valentine's themed trinkets on Amazon, which you can get a list of everything that I got down in the description with links exactly to the individual things. So there's like this little heart maze, a little Lego set that turns into a little Lego flower bouquet, squeezy balls, heart-shaped. There's a little heart slinky. There's some candy stamps. One of these stress reliever things, which does not relieve stress for me. I don't get it, but kids like it. Bubbles, slap bracelets, stickers, and some candy. So actually quite a lot of things fit into this 16-ounce cup. Now, if you're not sure where to get cups, I find them at Sam's and Costco. They have these open dome lid cups with the hole in the center, just like for an icy or something. But if you live in an area that doesn't have Sam's or Costco, any restaurant supply place will have these plastic cups. You can also get them on Amazon as well. And I think the link for some cups on Amazon is also with this stuff on there. So you can check that out. But I'm going to get started with a base here. I've got some of the TRex reflex balloons here because I love having a pretty shiny base, and then just some white 5-inch rounds because it goes with everything. You don't have to try to match things up. I'm just going to use white for the inside part here. So I'm going to take off my dome lid, and I do this for every single cup. I don't have like, this is the size I've inflated it to and that's it. I always check every single cup, just because if you make these even slightly too big, it's very, very hard to get the lid on your cup. So I just want to make sure that this is a little bit smaller than what will fit inside of that dome lid. Tie it off. Place it in here so that your nozzle goes right through the opening on your lid, and we're just going to snap it onto our cup. So now you've got one cup base ready to go. On top of here, the next thing I put is a 6 or 7 petal flower, whatever you're able to do. The 7 petal flowers definitely look a little bit fuller and nicer, but they can be tricky if you're new at this. So if you can only do 6, don't be too hard on yourself. So I'm gonna get started here, and we'll just see how many petals I get as I'm talking. Sometimes it's a little bit different to make balloons when you're like talking and not like fully focused on that one specific task. So I've got 5 loops. Let's see if I can get 2 more. And most of your loop, whether you can do the 7 or not, will depend on if you run out of space on your balloon. So I've still got a nice bit of uninflated tail here at the end, which means I will be able to get my 7th petal in here. Okay, now, once you have your cluster, we're just gonna line it. Isn't that shiny reflex so pretty? Oh my goodness, I love it. We're just going to rotate all our petals so that they're facing the same direction, all side by side, lined up in a pretty row. And now you have, I can make that a little bit better if I pay attention to what I'm doing here for a second. Now we're gonna have a nice pretty little base that will go right on top of our cup. So I'm gonna take the nozzle from the round and just bring it right up through that flower and just wrap it around once or twice so that it is locked on there. So now you've got the full base ready for anything to go on top of it. And you can see we have this leftover bit here, which what you're going to do eventually is cut off that extra part. And you'll have this nice long tail if you need it to attach whatever kind of critters you're gonna make or designs to put on top of here. So for my pictures today, I know I wanna do a T-Rex. I think I want a picture of my skunk, maybe the sloth, because I don't have that one, and just any other kind of designs that I want people to be able to order on my website. So let's get cracking. First, I'm gonna make my T-Rex, and now this is not gonna be a full-blown tutorial because I do have individual separate tutorials available for this design and the other ones I'm gonna show today. So this video is really just a hangout video, so you can hang out with me while I make a couple candy cups, and then I'll show you the pictures that I took of them at the end. So I'm gonna start off with my T-Rex mouth, give him some chomper teeth. I'll come down for a neck and short little poodle arms. Then a pinch twist. T-Rex starting to come along. He does not skip leg day, obviously. Thread it through. So he's only got 2 big legs to walk on. And so it would help if they're the same size, you know. There's our cute little T-Rex. Now you might be thinking, how's he gonna sit on the flower because his legs are so far apart? Well, we can just bring them together. We've got tails down by his feet here, so we can kind of loosely bring his little toes together and he will stand right on top of that flower base just perfectly. I'm gonna go with the red for his dino eyes. My kids, we just showed them The Land Before Time the other night, and I noticed all the sharp teeth had red eyes. But it's also a great color for Valentine's Day, so let's go with it, see how it looks. Look at that. I think he turned out cute. I think I like the red pupils. And then you don't have to do any artwork and worry about messing things up. So I'm just going to take this and wrap my tail here around 1 foot and then bring it over and grab the other foot into it. Some little heart-shaped lollipops. So we're gonna take maybe the pink one, and you can slip something like this little lollipop right into his little front arms. So he's holding the heart lollipop. Isn't that so cute? I love it. Now, Dollar Tree also had little rose cluster, fake roses. I don't have good scissors here to cut this. Let me try these. They're probably gonna hate me for this. Yeah, not gonna work. But you could do the same thing with the little rose here. So then you would cut off the rest with your wire cutters, and then he would be holding a little fake flower. Because maybe somebody doesn't want a whole bunch of candy, because there's some candy in the cup. So maybe a nice little flower would be someone's preference as well. I wanted to show you some other things that I'm offering this year. So we have this little penguin in a heart that I taught at the Florida Super Jam. I've also done this adorable ballerina bunny, and you can see she's already got a heart lollipop, but you could stick a rose in her hands as well. Other toppers I purchased this year, these mini foils with the rose bouquet and the little teddy bear. And we also have this mini foil rose, which is really pretty on top of a candy cup. Now the mini foils will last a long time because they're air inflated with air, and so they just, if you seal them right, they stay inflated for like years. Your 260 base will shrink up over time unless you freeze it or something. But then another option for Valentine's Day is to add a helium larger balloon on top with some ribbon. In Georgia, when I delivered candy cups one year, I added a helium balloon to every single order. And it was just kind of floating up above the candy cup, and it just makes it a bigger gift overall. Really nice, presentable, pretty thing to open up your door and see on your doorstep, right? This year though, because I live in Colorado and the temperature difference in the elevation can be crazy just from one part of the city to another. I'm not doing helium balloons, so I went with air-filled foils on top here and just put it on a stick. And I kind of taped the stick to the back of the heart, or the rose, and also to the back of the candy cup here. These sticks are a little bit flimsy, but I did find some better ones at Walmart, actually. So these hold a little bit better. But it was too late because I've already just taped this to everything, so I wasn't going to change the stick. But definitely you want a little bit of a sturdier stick because these are surprisingly top heavy once you get them on there. But it's super cute. Add some ribbon to make it extra festive and fun. And there's just another way to add a bunch of value to your candy cups that doesn't cost you a lot of time or money to do. I was able to get it off with just my fingers. I just bent it a bunch and it snapped. Okay, next design I'm gonna play around with is a skunk. So I've got some black, white, and this new color from Botalic, new to me anyway, a dusk rose for the pink nose. I could use light pink, but I'm gonna try this new color. There we go. Okay, so we've got our pink base. Let's see if I can remember. It's not gonna be exactly like what I've made in the past, I'm sure. I think white for the mouth and cheeks. Now all I gotta do is figure out what kind of body I want to put on this skunk. I could do a little pod bod, I could do a cutie patootie. Let's get the nose on. Ooh, it's like a mauve. Look at that dusk rose color. It's very grown up pink. I like it. Adorable is that face. Ah! There we go. Look how cute. I know, he needs a tail. Don't yell at me. Look at that little guy. I love this skunk. I love skunks. They're just so cute. Okay, now very simple artwork on this one. Again, I could just Photoshop some perfect cute little eyes on here on the computer, but it's easier if I don't have to do that. Now, you know it would be cute. I don't think I'm good enough at drawing. I don't think I could pull it off. It would be, what if like a sticker? Ooh. A little lipstick. Like somebody kissed him on the cheek and have the little red lipstick on his cheeks. That would be perfect as a sticker, because if I try to draw lips on the side of his cheek here, it's just gonna look like I put his lips on the side of his cheek. But if you got the little sticker and kind of put it like, that would be so cute. There is our cute little skunk. And put a little rose off to the side there like that. Or even, look at that, by the ears. Oh, it's so cute. So many options, so many options. You have to go to the Dollar Tree and get some of these. And then he's ready for his close-up. And then if you really want to be on top of things, you can take this off. If you have room in a freezer, put them in your freezer. And then if somebody orders this, you already have it made up, and that's one less that you have to make during the busy Valentine season. So anything that is all made with latex, you can pop in the freezer, and when you take it out of the freezer, it's gonna look as good as the day you made it. I don't fully understand how that works. I just know that it does because I had a balloon in my freezer for like 2 years. All right, the last one I'm gonna do for today, I think is gonna be a sloth. I also have not made a sloth in a little while. It's been a minute, but let's just go ahead and try it out. This is the Deluxe Peach Blush, Fashion Deluxe. One of those pinch twist, come around, little sloth face. Super easy to balloon sloth. I'm not done yet, so have faith. I'm gonna add some arms, towards the front, and sloths have very much longer arms than legs. So it's okay to give your sloth really dramatically long arms. Okay, now again with this one, we could put all kinds of things in his arms here. So just holding a little rose, super cute. I think these are just perfect. Look how cute. He needs a face. The only bad thing about sloths is you can't really get away from having to draw the face because they've got like the brown patches. I'm gonna do it upside down because that seems better for me. Look at that. I actually did pretty good on that face. If I do say so myself, I think it turned out pretty cute. So there's a cute little sloth. He can be holding a little heart. If you have a 5-inch or 6-inch heart and you just want to puff inflate that and stick that in his arms to hold, or you can even do a distorted heart, which tutorial in the twister hood for you. Let me go ahead, I didn't make a base for this one yet. Let me go ahead and put them all together so you get the full effect. Get that little guy. He's gonna translate so well into photographs. I just know it. So there's a couple of fun new candy cup designs that I'll be setting up a little photo shoot and taking some pictures of. And if you are in the twister hood, these will be available in our downloads area where you can download stock photos. So you can grab these, use them for your own online store to sell candy cups, or you can also grab some of our pre-made stock photos and ads. You can just take those, use them as your own, put your own business watermark on them, and then go on Facebook or Instagram and post them to your local groups in your neighborhoods and everything next door. I don't know. And just try to get some orders for Valentine's Day to help you come up with some extra income. You already have the balloons at home. The trinkets and candy and stuff is cheap compared to what you can make. If you sell 40 of these for $25 a piece, that's over $1,000 that you've made. So easy way to make some extra cash this winter before the busy spring season kicks off. And if you are a Twister Hood member, don't forget to jump into the membership and grab those resources we have available for you, so you can just worry about making balloons and taking orders, and you don't have to worry as much about setting up photo shoots and editing and posting things that look nice. You know, some people really like that aspect of social media, the media part and creating the media. But then everyone else is just using social media because we have to run our business in 2024, right? So if it's a struggle for you to come up with nice photos to share, to put in a Facebook ad for your local community, just grab the ones we've already made and they're available for you inside the Twister Hood. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever sold or made candy cups before? Are you going to try it for the first time this year? I definitely want to know if you are. And if you're going to be working on candy cups this week, I'd love to see some photos of what you're working on. So you can share those in our free Facebook group. It's a great place to be with like-minded twisters and entertainers and just see what everyone's working on and be inspired what everyone else is coming up with. There's so much creativity in this group and I can't wait for you to add to that. I'll be hanging out in my membership and in our Facebook group until next week, when I'll see you again here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next week. Bye.